Welcome to Vigyan Setu Foundation, an effort to bridge science and society. The following presentation has been made by Vigyan Setu Foundation as a part of its commitment towards raising awareness among the society. During the week from 24th until 30th of April, Vigyan Setu Foundation joined hands with the international fraternity in celebrating World Immunization Week. In our last presentation, we understood that immunity, in short, is protection from any infectious disease. When we are immune to a disease, we can be exposed to it without getting infected. In this presentation, we will explore about immunization and vaccination. But before we do so, I encourage you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet. Immunization is a process by which person becomes protected against a disease or made immune to an infectious disease through vaccination. The process of immunization usually begins in childhood, but it is important to keep up to date with regular vaccinations throughout the adult life to make sure a person is protected from infections. Immunization describes the actual immunological changes that the body undergoes through post-vaccination. Immunization confers immunity, meaning thereby a person becomes immune to a disease when the body is exposed to pathogens or the disease-causing organisms and develops antibodies to fight against it. This means that the term immunization infers vaccination rather than natural infection. Although immunization is used interchangeably with vaccination or inoculation, but inoculation is ultimately an act of introducing a vaccine into a person's body, and vaccination is the process of introducing a vaccine that spurs immunity. Vaccination is a simple, safe, and effective way of protecting people against harmful diseases. In either case, it is the introduction of a vaccine that stimulates the process of immunization, resulting in the development of immunity. So now, let's understand what a vaccine is. Vaccination is defined as a product that stimulates a person's immune system to produce immunity to a specific disease, protecting the person from that disease. Vaccine reduces the risk of getting a disease by working with body's natural defense mechanism to build protection. But how does it work? When a vaccine is introduced into the body, the immune system responds by the way of recognizing the introduced microorganism, that is virus or bacteria, producing antibodies, which are proteins produced naturally by the immune system, and remembering the disease and how to fight it, such that when a person gets exposed to a pathogen in the future, the immune system in response quickly destroys it before becoming unwell. On receiving a vaccine, the immune system recognizes the substance as harmful and tailor-made antibodies get designed to target the disease specifically. This is referred to as the acquired or adaptive immunity. Such an immune response not only attacks and neutralizes the specific pathogen, but leaves behind memory cells to relaunch an attack should that pathogen return. The duration of immunity can vary by the vaccine, with some wearing off relatively quickly and others providing durable protection. In cases where immunity has begun to wane, revaccination or booster shots may be needed. Vaccines are created after considering the following. How does the immune system respond to the pathogen? Who needs to be vaccinated against the pathogen? And the best available technology or approach to create the vaccine. Based on these considerations, different types of vaccines are created, which include inactivated vaccines, which use the killed version of the pathogen. And examples of such vaccines are rabies and hepatitis A. In the live attenuated vaccines, a weakened or attenuated form of the pathogen is used, examples being the MMR, chickenpox, and smallpox vaccines. mRNA vaccines make proteins in order to trigger the immune response. Some of the COVID-19 vaccines are the best examples of mRNA vaccines. Subunit, recombinant, polysaccharide, and conjugate vaccines use specific pieces of pathogen like its protein, sugar, or capsid. And examples of such vaccines include hepatitis B, pneumococcal, and meningococcal. Toxoid vaccines are produced by using the toxin made by the pathogen. And the best example of toxoid vaccines are that of diphtheria and tetanus. Viral vector vaccines are produced using viral vector technology, wherein modified version of a virus is used as a vector to deliver the protection. Adenovirus, as one of the viral vectors, have been used in one of the COVID-19 vaccines. If you are curious to know more about vaccine and its types, do visit our website, where we have added numerous links to popular literature, and the link can be found in the description below. In the final part of our program series, we have reserved the COVID-19 specific aspects of immunization for you, and until then, take care. You can follow Vigyan Setu Foundation through our website, blog, and other social media sites for more details to our Immunization Week awareness campaign.